Hi everybody, my name's Connor Dinkel. I'm going into my second year at K-State studying animal science. This summer I got the opportunity to intern at Hoxie Veterinary Service. No days were really the same at Hoxie. You never really knew what was coming in the door, which is kind of my favorite part of the job. You really don't know what to expect that day. Every day brought on a different set of cases and patients. Some common things I did were holding dogs and cats while vaccinations were given, running blood tests, assisting with x-rays, and then assisting with anything that came through the door. So, like the first month that I was there, it seemed like every day we were testing bulls. So this is a very important step in producing cows. So we would fertility test the bulls. We would collect semen on the bulls and look at the motility of the semen, which is how much they're moving around, and then the morphology, which is how many are alive. And then we also vaccinated while we were testing the bulls. So there's a picture, kind of what it looks like underneath the microscope. And then these are just a few more things that I thought were cool when we were looking under the microscope this year. And this one on your left-hand side, those little circles with the purple inside of them, those are white blood cells. And then on the right-hand side, just some crystals and stuff in there. So I also helped with horse dental floats. So before this summer, I was really scared of horses. So I had to get really comfortable really fast messing with horses. So this is actually one of our horses that I took the picture of. So we'd kind of go in there with a power drill and file down the teeth to where they're even and knock off any sharp points on the teeth for the horses to make them comfortable. So now we get into a few of the cases that I thought were really interesting and fun to work on this year. So one case that we had just a couple weeks ago was a 2-month-old foal with a neck injury. It'd come in and got bitten by a donkey a few days before, and right below the bite had a bad abscess, and that abscess had popped, leaving much of the skin on the neck detached and dead. So I'll give you guys a graphic content warning because this next one's pretty bad. So right there on the right, that's what his neck looked like when he came in. There was dead skin over the top of that, but we went in and sedated him and did a lidocaine block on the wound and trimmed back all the skin, and then we put that neck wrap on there with some antibiotic cream to try and get it to heal up. Another big one we've had this year is a 1-year-old colt. He came in with a leg wound. It was a pretty rambunctious colt. He really wouldn't do much. Like to stay calm, he'd always run around, try to, just really didn't ever stay calm. He was, young and wild. So he came in with a laceration on his leg, and we attempted to suture it. The sutures did not hold, so we had the colt come in every 4 to 5 days so we could examine the wound, apply a steroid cream, and wrap it. So here on the left, that's what it looked like the day of when he came in. We sutured it up, and then he got pretty wild and wouldn't stay still. So a few days later, he came in with that middle picture, and the sutures had busted. So we rinsed it all out, cleaned it up, and started wrapping it. And then this was his most recent visit on the right, and it's healing up really good. Just have a little bit of gap that needs to be closed up. And then probably one of my favorite cases that we've helped with this summer, we had a call out to a down cow, so we went out to the farm in the pasture and gave the cow IV fluids. Sadly, the cow didn't make it because she was too far along in her sickness. The next day, the producer brought in a cow that was showing similar symptoms as the cow that was down. Myself and the veterinarians asked the producers multiple questions about what the cows had been exposed to, like different toxicities to the cows. We collected blood on the sick cow and ran blood work to check many different things like the white blood cell and red blood cell count and different levels of things in the blood. We sent off some blood to Kansas State for it to be tested for nitrate levels. While the veterinarians were discussing multiple diagnoses, I researched the symptoms and assisted in ruling out multiple ones, and we ultimately diagnosed the herd with nitrate poisoning. So to end it, I'd just like to say thank you to Nex-Gen and Hoxie Veterinary Service for this opportunity. Thank you.
You have a better stomach than me. Oh, hey,